There's any number of things that cause a card to be rare, and most often those things are more or less low print runs, the age of a card, whether or not the player's hot and everyone's bogarting it. Usually there's a pretty logical explanation as to why something is so hard to find. But that brings me to the curious case of this 2005 Savannah Sandnats Ryan Zimmerman. For some reason, this card seems to be almost impossible to come by. And what I mean by that is I haven't seen this card for sale since I bought it probably 5 or 6 years ago. I started watching this on eBay, this exact copy, back in probably 2010, 2011, and didn't really feel like paying $25 for a minor league card, and that wasn't very spectacular to look at. So I pondered on it, kept watching, looking for another one, never saw one. Finally I had some extra disposable income, decided to pull the trigger on it, and lo and behold. But the odd thing is I've never seen another one like it, ever, anywhere, on any platform. So it just makes me wonder why this card is so rare. The only conclusions that I can draw is that Ryan had a pretty meteoric rise to the show. He only played in 76 minor league games, most of which were with the AA Harrisburg Senators. But before that, in early 2005, he played a mere 4 games for the A Savannah Sandnats. In those games, he had 17 at bats. I think he had a .471 batting average with 2 home runs, a couple doubles, a triple. So needless to say, he didn't stay down there very long and never came back either. So I think that's part of the reason, which would explain why there wasn't any subsequent series of these, 2006 or whatever have you. But that still doesn't explain why there are no other examples that seem to be found. You figure they probably printed a few thousand, if not a few 100,000 of these. I think they mostly came in team sets. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you how I've searched for it. Obviously, it's not exhausting every single resource, but the common places that I would think to look. So come on, let's go check it out. Okay, so if we go over to eBay and just type in 2005 Savannah Sandnats, kind of a broad search query, there is examples of that style, but notably missing is the Ryan Zimmerman. All right, even going over to ComC, same thing. You got the Ian Desmond again, the Colin Ballister again, no Ryan Zimmerman. Search 2005 Ryan Zimmerman in ComC, and just about everything but the one we're looking for. Now, I will say that this Amazon listing has been up here for about 10 years. I believe it's out of Mexico, somewhere in South America, because it always pops up in Spanish. But, it lists it as Grandstand, but it's always said not available at this moment. It's never said anything different than that. Go over to Trading Card Database. The 2005 is non-existent. Now, I did find this guy's website, Instant Replay Sports Card, and they do have it listed once again as Grandstand, and it has Ryan Zimmerman. He's limited to 1 set per order for some reason. I don't really see any other ones with that marker. But as you can see, this hasn't been modified since October 4th, 2010, so this might be a dead cell. I don't even know if these people are around anymore, but it might be worth contacting them to see if he has any information on that set. But as you can see, this set's just kind of elusive, so I'm really glad that I jumped on it when I had the opportunity.